First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They juked him, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Frank's looking to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Steps away. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And nothing there on the return that got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back near his own goal line, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Play fake. Winston. Rolling to his right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001, following the attacks on September 11th.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Franks now.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Franks.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
They'll roll him out right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. He'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. A first down carry for Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. From the 2, here's first and goal. Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, Deontay Harris.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground?
That is caught by a diving Thomas.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
John Kaminsky.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Throwing, Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Play action now, Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Setting up play action. Franks.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, these 2 teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And they go play action with Franks.
He'll buy some time right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now Franks.
Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Franks now to throw on first down. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
2nd and 7.
On the give, this is Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
105 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On first down, here's Franks.
Rolling to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Davis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A 1st down throw for Winston.
Complete. Smith has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Winston now to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Final minute now in the third quarter. After the sack on first down, Winston under pressure, and they got to him again. John Kaminsky in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. Deontay Harris. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 131 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They run. This is Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And some room to roam now. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Franks gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll run with Davis. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They keep it with Davis on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And here's Davis to run again on second. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On third down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.